Good morning. It's about 5 o'clock, and I woke up thinking about something that happened yesterday. And by the way, thank you for stopping by my channel, Sunshine and Shades. If you like this video, like any of the other ones I've posted, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot. This is a little bit about elder care, but it's just kind of mostly about treating people with respect and valuing them and their time. I took my dementia client to get her eyeglasses adjusted yesterday, and when we get there, I've never been in that office before, but I thought, oh wow, this is a beautiful office, and I'm looking for an eye doctor, so I thought maybe, I might check into becoming a patient here. But anyway, I walk up to the front, I tell the girl that this is my first time here with her, and I didn't know for sure what to do because we were just walking in. Her son said we could walk in and get this done. So she said, I'll just have a seat, I'll let them know. She saw exactly where we sat down. I figured this would be done in the optical area. So we sat in the two chairs that was closest to that area. And the optician was over there working. So we sat there, and staff, is coming in back and forth getting patients, taking them back. There's probably 6, 7 patients went back during that time and came out. That's how quick it was, the turnover was. And the people at the front desk was in full view of us, could see where we were sitting, and one knew what we were there for. But yet nobody told us that we were sitting in the wrong spot. Nobody. Other staff came out and saw us sitting there. They looked at us, but they didn't say anything. And I should have went back up there after about 15 or 20 minutes, so yes, that's on me. But after 30 minutes, because we were walking and I didn't know for sure how it flowed, I was trying to give them time, I walked back up to the desk and I talked to that girl and I said, was there something else we were supposed to do? And she said, oh, you haven't been seen yet. And I said, no, we haven't. And I said, you said to have a seat and that you would let them know that we had gotten here. And she kind of looked up, and saw where my client was sitting, and she said, oh, you must not have heard me to tell you to sit at the desk. And I'm thinking, no, you did not tell me to sit at the desk, to sit her at a desk that was in the optical area. I didn't say that, but I just turned around and went and got my client, took her over to the desk. They came over there. So first of all, they all saw where we were sitting. She knew what we were there for. First of all, she should have told us to move. I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. She shouldn't have just assumed that I was going to sit down in a chair and then move. But I guess she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't concerned. So the optician, if she supposedly let the optician know we were there, why wasn't she looking for us? Why didn't she come over there and get us? I mean, it's just so disconnected. I worked in the doctor's office for 20 years, different ones. But I think any of my coworkers, if we saw somebody just sitting out there, maybe they were waiting with somebody who's been in there a while, we would have still went to the front desk and said, what are they here for? Why are they? But, they let us know, because once in a while, maybe they come to the front and they got an appointment, something happens, the nurses don't get alerted, or the staff doesn't get alerted that they're there for the appointment. It falls through the cracks. Or maybe somebody just comes in and sits down, doesn't know what to do. And nobody knows they're even there. But after so long a time, you would check, you would think. So anyway, so here we go. I go up there, they get everything taken care of, and we leave. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I want to come here as a patient. That did me in. 30 minutes is 30 minutes. It's not life or death, I get that, and people make mistakes. But the whole staff saw us sitting there. The 3 girls in the front saw us sitting there. The one who I talked to saw us where we sat down. And nobody did anything. Nobody came up and asked, oh, have you been waited on, blah, blah, blah. And not saying 30 minutes is maybe long enough for that to take place, but with people just boom, 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 you would think we would have been noticed that we'd been sitting there a long time. So when you're taking care of somebody and you're going a first time, don't do like I did yesterday. Don't just sit and wait. When you're not getting service within 15 minutes, you get up, go back to the desk and say, oh, you know, you can be kind about it. You don't have to be mean or ugly or Karen up or redneck up, whatever you want to call it. Just be nice and ask. Don't assume that you need to wait a little longer, because if you've got a dementia patient with you, they don't know they don't remember the flow of things. And, you know, maybe you didn't discuss that with their family members. Or maybe they don't even have anybody taking care of them at home, and you're the only one that does. But, I mean, you know, I didn't think to ask the son how the flow would go, but I will from now on. I will ask, do we need to do this or this? Because, I mean, everybody's time is valuable. Mine no more than anybody else's. We didn't have anything else we absolutely had to do, but it would have just been nice had we been instructed properly to begin with, because I know she didn't tell me to sit in the optical area because I was listening intently for instruction, because it was my first time there. But anyway, I just think we need to pay attention to our surroundings and just do our jobs. It's just that simple. And if you don't feel like you're getting paid enough for the job you do, or you don't like the job you do, that you have to work at, find something else. Don't punish those that you have to be in service to because you don't like your job. Just go find something else. But there's not going to be very many jobs that you're not providing some type of service and have to deal with people. So just treat people like you want to be treated. It's just that simple. And, you know, back to this whole thing with elder care. What if they had been a little elderly couple or a little elderly woman who's still trying to do things and maneuver on her own? She could have sat there 2 hours and they would have not paid her any attention. Possibly. So, just pay attention to your customers, your patients, your consumers, because that's what provides you a job. You wouldn't have a job if it was not for them. Yes, are there people who's aggravating as all get out and don't appreciate you? And I appreciate people in those positions, because they are stressed and they are busy. But yesterday was just a little different. It was just, I don't know, maybe first day of the week, because Labor Day was Monday, so yesterday was considered their Monday. Just an off day. But just pay attention. Everybody have a good day, and God bless.